best art museums in Berlin, a definitive guide. Number one is the Gemäldegalerie Gallery. That's the sort of 13th to, I think, 18th century art museum. Not so old a collection as there is in Munich and in Dresden, but still has a lot of incredible stuff. One thing that comes to mind is the Correggio Leda, which famously had the Leda face stabbed by the son of, I think, some Spanish monarch for licentiousness. Now looks great, in great condition. The number two in Berlin is the Greek Sculpture Museum. It's actually my favorite Greek sculpture museum I've ever been to, better even than the Louvre.
Oh, shocking.
Even though the Louvre has the Gladiator, the Victory, and the Venus. But this one has a lot of great athletes, where it's just these perfect, ideal male specimens of beauty.
Okay. Number three.
And they also have a lot of great Hermeses. Number three, now this is kind of an obscure museum. It is the National Alte Gallery, which is the German 19th century painting museum. And it focuses especially on the Romantic movement in painting. And being myself a romantic, loving romantic poetry and prose, it's funny, I don't really love a lot of these German romantic painters. They kind of look like they're imitating Turner, but whereas in Turner's case, it's much more based in landscape. Out in the midst of a valley, you can kind of see these vague citadels built into the hill. But in the case of the Germans, rather than doing that and keeping it all landscape, they kind of take these sort of primordial landscapes and install like a brand new stone Gothic church in them. Behind a setting, or in front of a setting sun, which to me just feels a little bit contrived, and it feels like it's trying too self-consciously to be romantic or beautiful. There is one painter featured in that museum whom I really love and admire. That is Max Liebermann. Max Liebermann is an impressionist. His works kind of look like those of Renoir or Monet, but his color palette is much different and much more German. He uses these beautiful tones of green, brown, beige, and cream that really bring out the sort of German environment and climate. Reminds me of driving through those massive evergreen forests in Germany. And usually what he does is he depicts a country house or something. But I highly recommend studying his work. He's a very underrated artist.